How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. The House just passed the Genius Act. This is really bullish. Obviously, it got rejected yesterday. Altcoins have been rallying on this even before it was announced. It was told to us that we were going to see this around noon today, and it just got done. Now, I want to go through what's happening in the crypto market. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. If you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to BYDFi. There you can start trading in just a few minutes, and they have this special competition going on right now where you can trade and earn up to $10,000 in BTC or in BTC. And actually, it's not even a competition. Just if you trade enough, you get free Bitcoin. They also have some deposit bonuses going on right now too. I just saw Weeks has a special bonus, a mystery box. So you can just sign up, deposit, start trading, and get some free money there too. The market's rallying. We heard today or last night that Donald Trump was going to be able to get this Genius Act passed. And of course, these crypto bills are part of Crypto Week, and they are supposed to kind of signify that that regulation is going to change. Right? They're showing a new era for crypto, stablecoin regulation, the banning of a CBDC. Part of the reason that this didn't get passed last night, some politicians said that there wasn't strong enough language to prevent CBDCs in the future. Now we're starting to see that. Now that it's approved, I think this will be a real benefit to crypto. And of course, crypto's doing really well on this. We have Ethereum well over 3,200. We have XRP around $3. We've seen a lot of Ethereum liquidations over the last 24 hours. Right now, there's $132 million worth of Ethereum shorts liquidated. Ethereum shorts were at the highest point in history. So they're just getting wiped out. Never short. I just don't think it's really smart to short crypto in general, especially the big caps, when there's so many bullish things happening. I mean, you can obviously put on stop losses and stuff like that, but don't step in front of a moving train thinking that's going to slow down enough by the time it hits you, so to not cause any damage. I like to long the market. I place long positions and ride them for a very long time, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to short ahead of these things, in my opinion. This is massive. This is crazy. In 2018, Bulgaria sold 213,500 seized Bitcoin for $3.6 billion, and now it's worth $25.24 billion. Today, their total public debt is $26 billion. So if they just held their Bitcoin, they could have been debt-free. That's crazy. This happens over and over. There are governments that seize Bitcoin and then sell it. Last year, it was Germany that did the same thing. And they sold, I think it was $4 billion worth of Bitcoin. This is very different, in my opinion, than like some early whale. Just a few days ago, we saw a whale that sold $5 billion worth of Bitcoin from 2011. And that, I think, makes more sense because this is an individual. This is someone that got in really early, taking a little bit off the table taking half of it off the table and just being a millionaire from an early investment. Good for them. They made 100,000x. This is a country that doesn't really need to sell anything. Germany didn't really need to sell, but it's what they do, right? There's a set of rules in place, and that's what they're supposed to do. So they're not making an exception. But honestly, there will be a point, I think, where most countries, whenever they seize Bitcoin, they just hold it, right? That will be an interesting time. So too bad for Bulgaria and Germany and every other country. The U.S. did the same thing, so it's not just these countries. BlackRock continues to buy. The fact is, let's actually do the math here. With Bitcoin at $120,000, they now hold $86.4 billion, which is $216 million in fees that they make annually. This is so much. This is more than every other ETF. We've covered that before, but it just continues to grow. Every single day that they bring in, 3,000 more Bitcoin, their ETF makes a significant amount more, right? Just let's do that math. 300,000 Ethereum Bitcoin brings them in about another $1 million a year. So just day after day, trading day after trading day, when they're doing these big buys, this $3,000 buy for or 3,000 Bitcoin buy, 4,000 Bitcoin buy. They're adding like another $1 million in profit every single day to their annual numbers. Just insane. Better than every other ETF out there, in my opinion. And this is with Bitcoin at 120. That's where it gets crazy. You start thinking, okay, well, what if Bitcoin doubles? With Bitcoin at 120 going to 240, they make $440 million in fees, or $432 million. Like, it just grows so quickly. And obviously their AUM would probably jump too. Ethereum continues to get more inflows. I'm actually doing a video. I actually just posted it in the Telegram group. I have a Telegram group, if you didn't know. It's the second link down in the description, the pinned comment. I just did a video that will be live on YouTube, but I put it early over there because I was filming this video, going over the top 10 crypto to buy right now. And I go through like why you might want to buy altcoins, or maybe why you want to stay Bitcoin, like kind of giving the market structure, what we're seeing right now, and then going through what I'm doing and what cryptos I think make sense right now. Of course, Bitcoin dominance is falling down a little bit. I'm still very heavy Bitcoin, to be clear, but if you want to take more risk on, that's kind of what that video is for. Bitcoin dominance coming down from 66% to 63.7%. And people are really excited. Like, altcoins are starting to rally, and it breathes a little bit more excitement into crypto, or it gives a little bit of excitement into crypto, and people, I think, feel good about making money for the first time in years on some of their altcoins, especially versus Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is much more risk off. So if you're buying any altcoin, you have to get an outperformance because it's just riskier, right? So yeah, it's good for everyone that has bought some altcoins to, I think, see a bit of a rally. I think a lot of this is due to like the bills passing, and just the fact that inflation has been coming in pretty low. Of course, yesterday the CPI was maybe a little bit higher than expected. Today, PPI is lower than expected. But overall, the market looks good, so it makes sense that altcoins would rally a little bit more than Bitcoin, because people are going more risk on. So yeah, I'm still, like I said, very heavy Bitcoin. When I take more risk, I generally like to leverage trade. I would prefer to leverage trade over buying small altcoins. Of course, I do have some large cap altcoins, which I have been also trading some of the large cap altcoins. We've made so much money from that, and I actually explained that in 2 of my recent videos. So I'll put those on the end screen if you want to check them out. Join the Telegram group if you want access to that top 10 crypto to buy video right now. Otherwise, it will be going up probably later today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, you can check out BYDeFi, BTCC, Weeks, all underneath the video. They all have different like promotions and different bonuses and stuff, slightly different UIs and options. So I do provide extra links down there, not just one exchange that I work with. I work with a couple, so that way you can get good deals, even if you want to use a different one than I use. But I use every single exchange down there. So definitely check that out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all soon. Bye.